Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. I am at the job that I usually do my overtime at. So you usually see me with a big smile at this job because that means I'm getting paid time and a half for doing my job. Guys, and it's always exciting to be in this place. This is where I started, but it's nice to be back. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I want to tell you something. I've been trying all day to upload something for you guys, and I keep getting hit with something that is saying to me, you're not going to get paid for this video. And to be honest with you, the videos are like a second job for me now. So the little bit that I do get paid, please like, subscribe, and see if you're still subscribed, because I did subscribe to AG. And when I looked, it asked me to subscribe. So I don't understand that, because I did subscribe to him. While I'm growing my channel, is something that I do appreciate. Anyway, and also I'm moving and I need the money. I'm not going to lie. So that's going to be like my savings, so I need to build up again. Anyway, I don't want to get personal, but I do want to get personal about something else. I do want to share with you a story because I was watching AG Tactical. Please like, subscribe, and see if you're still subscribed, because I did subscribe to AG. And when I looked, it asked me to subscribe. So I don't understand that, because I did subscribe to him. Love him. And Zav Girl. Always watch those two when it comes to the Paul Ferguson telephone recordings, because they have them. And they're both entertaining in their very own way. AG Tactical's a little bit more comedic. And Zav Girl isn't so comedic, but her content is informative and you think about it as well. So guys, I love getting both of their viewpoints. I want to tell you that while I was watching AG Tactical, he went on 3 times and said, why does somebody like Paul Ferguson get a fiance? He was wondering what Paul's fiance looks like and why people would go for him. Why is that? So I really wanted to put this video up earlier today, but again, I couldn't. And so now I want to answer that question. I'm sorry. It's not that it was directed to me at all, AG, but I know why. I think I know why. My theory, and I have experience. So one, I used to work in jails, and I also worked in juvenile rehab treatment centers that were residential, and it was jail or. And I also had fallen in love with somebody that was incarcerated, and we started our relationship about 9 months after they got out. Even though there was writing between us, we wrote back and forth, phone calls. I had to run to like an hour away, no lie, to get the phone, because that person wasn't allowed to call me because my phone number was registered, obviously, and I would be in a lot of trouble. You're not allowed to have people incarcerated call you when you work in the jail. But anyway, I did do that. So that being said, I know what it's like to see past the crime and fall for the person. However, my person was in there for DURGS, and we ended up getting married, and the only person that my person ever hurt was themselves. So people know the story about Jennifer and how we met and stuff. That's here on my channel. Anyway, it's on Everybody Has a Story to Tell on my channel. So that being said, when people go for people that are life or 20 years or more, or even 15 years or more, depending on the age of the person, because that could be a lifetime too then, the latter part. So when you're talking about like Paul's 30 years, right? Why would somebody fall for him? Because that is a safe place for this woman's heart. Let me explain. It's a safe place for her heart. She has to do very little to become this man's whole wide world. Do you understand? His whole wide world, except he's narcissist. So it's him and her, but he comes first, whole wide world. And you can see, because I want to do a video about how he dops her in something, thinking about JoJo, and then he's going to throw JoJo away, how quick he is. Another comparison to Gypsy Rose. Whenever it's the least bit uncomfortable, you don't fight for it, you just dispose of it. Guys, anyway, so this woman who I don't know who she is, but it's really safe for her to be expected to just answer a phone that now, again, you're connected to. You don't have to run all over the world to answer it, and to be somebody's whole wide world. It's or to text or whatever the hell's going on in jail right now, where people are texting each other. They have FaceTime calls and all that crazy shit. I can't believe they get tablets. I don't know what's going to happen in the prison system, but Paul Ferguson is not going to be overwhelmed by women trying to spend their life with him. So here's a woman that's saying, you know what? This guy's he makes me feel like I am his whole wide world, because in fact I am. And he puts me on the highest pedestal, and I don't have to live with him. I don't really have to get to know him. Because my thing is, you don't know somebody until you break up with them twice. And now I'm 60, I'm saying almost 3 times. Seriously, you don't know somebody until you break up with them a few times. And that's just the truth. That's my theory. And again, my theory is that this young woman probably thinks she's madly in love with Paul. And she's probably saying, no, you're crazy. I want to be close to him. You don't know. You don't know, and be careful what you wish for. You know, it is an easy relationship. Some people like those long distance relationships because what's expected of them isn't a lot of compromise. They don't have a lot to error on. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not expected to do anything except be on the other end of a phone call, which could be very easy. To be somebody's whole wide world, and all I have to do is answer the phone that's connected to me, I can do that. And if they're not into sex, if that's not important to them, and there's a lot of people that's not important to, if it's more important to have that feeling of connection and importance and all of that, then you know what I'm saying? That's enough for people sometimes. So guys, that's where I'm going with this. That's what I think is going on. And I want to know what you guys have to say. So tell me, do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think my theory is correct? Can anybody relate to what I'm talking about? Why else would somebody fall in love with somebody over the phone knowing what the charges are? Because see, that's what AG Tactical kept saying was, doesn't she know his rap sheet? Like, yes! And that's what's keeping her heart safe. That's what she thinks anyway. We'll check this out in 30 years. I won't be around probably, but we'll see what happens here. Because I don't think this is I think that maybe somehow, some way, this is going to be good for her to get accustomed to actually dating and interacting with people and banging into them and seeing how they respond when they stub their toe and all that good stuff that brings out the person's candidness. And, you know, you get to see who they are, not somebody that's planning a phone call and da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, tell me what you think. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I so appreciate you. I got a few more videos coming out tonight. Guys, I really appreciate you. There's 4,000 of you guys. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. There was 22 in November. So thank you, everybody. All right, guys. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Never, ever, ever be a Paul Ferguson. Thanks, guys.